Peter Shepard, Part 2. On the first day, Peter and Nick took their axes and went to work in the woods. John stayed at home. He stayed at home to make lunch. He made it. He made the lunch, and when lunch was ready, John waited for his friends to come home from work. He waited for them to come home and eat. Suddenly, a giant came out of the woods. He saw the lunch on the table outside the house. He walked to the table. John said, "Please don't eat our lunch." But the giant didn't listen to him. He ate all the lunch and he didn't say thank you. He didn't say anything. He simply went back to the woods without saying goodbye. When Peter and Nick came home from work, they were very tired. Peter said, "I am tired and I am hungry. Where's lunch?" And Nick said, "I'm hungry. Where's lunch?" "I'm sorry," John said. "I made lunch, but when it was ready, a giant came out of the woods and ate it all." "Come on," Peter and Nick said. "We worked all day and we are tired and hungry, and you say there is no lunch?" "I am sorry," John repeated. "I made lunch, but the giant ate it all." "Okay," Nick said. "Tomorrow you and Peter will go to work in the woods and I'll stay at home to make lunch." And so they did. The next day, Peter and John grabbed their axes and went to work in the woods. Nick stayed at home and he made lunch. When it was ready, Nick put it on the table outside the cabin. He sat down and waited for his friends to come home and eat. The giant came out of the woods. He saw the lunch. Nick saw the giant and he took his axe, but the giant grabbed the axe and he grabbed Nick. He took a piece of rope and he tied Nick to a tree. Then he ate all the lunch. He didn't say thank you. He didn't say goodbye. He didn't say anything. He simply went back to the woods without saying a word. Okay? When Peter and John came home, they were very tired and hungry. Peter asked, "Where is lunch?" And John asked, "Where is Nick?" And Nick was tied to the tree. He said, "I'm sorry, there is no lunch. The giant ate it all." "Come on," Peter said. "We are tired and hungry, and you say there is no lunch? Tomorrow, you and John will go to work in the woods, and I'll stay at home to make lunch. We'll see what happens." And so they did. Okay? The next day, Nick and John took their axes and went to work. Peter stayed at home to make lunch. When lunch was ready, he put it on the table. Put it on the table outside the cabin and he sat down to wait. Suddenly, the giant came out of the woods. He saw Peter, and Peter saw him. The giant wanted to eat the lunch, but Peter grabbed him and a piece of rope and tied the giant to a big old tree. The giant couldn't eat lunch. He couldn't eat the lunch. When Peter's two friends came home, they were very tired and they were very hungry. Nick said, "I'm hungry. Where's lunch?" "Lunch is on the table," Peter said. On the table. And the giant is there at the tree. But the giant wasn't there, and the tree wasn't there. The giant had pulled the tree up out of the ground, and he had left with the tree. He went back to the woods, and he took the tree. But it was okay. The three friends had lunch, and it was delicious.